Hi, my name is Rhonda Fitzgerald, and I want to welcome you into this work and also introduce you to the history of sustained dialogue. My title is Managing Director of the Sustained Dialogue Campus Network, and I'm here in Washington, D.C. It all got started with the work of a man named Dr. Saunders, who was a diplomat during the Camp David Peace Accords. During his time in government, he noticed that when you brought together people who couldn't get along, who hated each other, who were in such violent conflicts that they couldn't live side by side, that if you brought them together repeatedly, you would see patterns unfolding in a really discernible way. He started noticing that their relationships seemed to be being built across a 5-stage process, which is still what we learn and teach today. After he left government, he began putting that 5-stage process to the test. He wrote 2 books about it, one called A Public Peace Process, another called Politics is About Relationship, and that work was transported all around the world as people tried to learn how to talk together productively. In 1999, a set of students at Princeton University, really motivated students, got a hold of Dr. Saunders' work and said, we're having massive issues relating to each other across race, across ethnicity. We don't know how to live side by side, and we need to know a process for peace. So they began holding dialogues. They'd sit down together every 2 weeks for 2 hours and talk about race. This wasn't really common, but they did it. They did the hard work of talking to people who were different, and they did the hard work of staying at the table even when they disagreed and even when they shared nothing in common, just to go through that 5-stage process for peace. I got involved at Princeton, and I've been a part of the growth of the campus network since I've worked here for 9 years now. The Sustained Dialogue Campus Network now has 63 colleges and universities, most of them in the U.S., but a growing number in the Horn of Africa, where you are. Those campuses all are working to engage diversity and difference in a productive way using the Sustained Dialogue process. Here in the U.S., our campuses focus on race, ethnicity, gender, socioeconomic status, all the things that divide us, helping people to talk across difference like, I grew up in poverty and you didn't, and you don't seem to understand. The campus network here is pretty healthy and growing, and we're always talking to new schools who really want to learn the skills for peace. 2 of the best emails I ever got in my life invited me first in 2008 to help a set of motivated students in Ethiopia at Addis Ababa University to start their peace program. The Life and Peace Institute was really helpful at saying, hey, we don't know much about college students and dialogue, but I know that you do it, and so Life and Peace Institute's collaborators, including Hannah Sadik, and the Peace and Development Committee, including Aitan and others, we all became a training team to help the students at Addis Ababa University actually figure out how to do peace work using citizen-centered dialogues. The second best email I got was to invite me back to Kenya to do work alongside the Life and Peace Institute and their partners, including Phoebe and Jody, to train them to use dialogue to figure out in a set of communities in Kenya, right outside of Nairobi, can these people do dialogue to help build their own voice, to avoid violent extremism, and actually to make a difference. And so this work has been seared on my soul for the last 9 years, and I'm so excited you're getting involved.